Good morning, everybody. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to chat about straw, or the lack of it. Yesterday, someone mentioned, Tom, what are you doing about straw at the moment? There is not a lot about, and I agree. We had 28 bales left in January. We were using 5 bales a week. So middle of February, we were thinking this is not going to be good. We've just started using Sawdust cross wood chip. I say cross wood chip because it's not the finest stuff in the world. It's a little bit thicker than sawdust that we use in the cow sheds, but it is good stuff. It is coming in a lot cheaper than straw. This is coming in at £20 a tonne. The straw is coming at £160 a tonne. So you can buy 8 tonnes of this stuff for a tonne of the straw. We're buying this in 9-tonne loads, and normally it starts about here and fills the whole place. So much sawdust you can buy with it. It does have some issues though, the sawdust. I don't know how it is to spread on the ground. I don't know how it is to compost. I'm hoping it'll be pretty good. Just like the sawdust, it goes into the slurry and will just break down into nothing. Fingers crossed. Not tried it, that's an issue. Calves can't bed down in it as much. We had the issue with the calves in the AI building, all the calving boxes next to the milking parlour. Calves weren't digging themselves in, so I had to make a little bit of barriers, cheap barriers. There's not a real problem in that. In the calf shed, we still use the straw. We're using about 1 bale in there every week, nearly 2. So we've really slowed down using that straw. We don't want to be buying any this year. We get it from one guy and we get it all at once in late summer, autumn kind of time. So we don't really want to look at buying it. March now, so it's going to be at least 5 months until we get some more straw in. The benefits to using the sawdust is it's cheap. Like I said, £20 a tonne. We're buying it in bags at the moment at £3.50 for about 20 kilo bag. So looking at that, it's pretty cheap. That stuff we use for the cow beddings is very expensive, but it is a lot better, a lot finer than this. This as well is more absorbent than straw. Personal opinion, we have found that it keeps these cows a lot drier. They might not be as warm, but when they get bigger, they're all right. It's just between those first 3 months, I think straw's better for the animals. Also, what we have found is this will stop cows from slipping. So in the calving boxes with the straw, I like to keep the front very tidy where they eat and drink. And when this goes down, they've got a lot less chance of slipping. We don't have a lot of slipping cows. It's more, you know, when they're turning around the corner and the cows slip round. Doesn't really happen with this. Very grippy, but that pulls an issue with it because it's a bugger to scrape. Scraper doesn't like holding it because it's so grippy and it's good stuff. So let's bed some pens up and see how the cows like it. You guys might have noticed, I'll do it again now. Harry and Minnie, I bedded up last week. Check my Instagram video to see it. It was a really cool video, and Minnie just goes ballistic, loves it, beds herself up. I just chucked it in, left her to it, bang, done. That's what we want. So let's bed some pens up. So when I say that the sawdust is more absorbent, you can see here, I haven't bedded these guys up since last Friday, I think. Very dry still. Not wet, looks quite clean. And next to them, I bedded these 2 up on Monday, and it's becoming mucky already. That is the benefit of the sawdust, is that it's very more absorbent, keeps them a lot drier. So yeah, they don't seem to complain either way, but it's just little things. We also fed the young stock cubicles up with it. And the good thing is with it being so cheap is that you can put quite a bit on it. Like I said before, the bags that we use for the cows, they're about £3.50 each for about 20 kilos. I've got probably, I don't know how much I've got in. I've got a lot, and it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper than £3.50 for 20 kilos. So put it on, they can be bedded up really nicely. The young stock don't really matter. Doesn't matter about the quality as much because they haven't got the cow's bags. They haven't got the, you know, the teats there. so it doesn't really matter as much as being as clean, but it's still pretty good stuff. Like I showed you before, it's still pretty good. It's just not as fine as the normal cow sawdust we use, but you've got to adapt with what you can get, what you can afford. I think it works quite well. I'll just finish this off and have a look at what the end product looks like. Lactated cows. Oh, okay. Don't tell Dad about one. If you want to know a top tip, it is to get 2 buckets of meal whilst you're bedding the big ones up. So when you bed them up, they don't actually get you. Watch it. Believe me, this makes your life a lot easier. That is it, guys. That is why we are using sawdust instead of straw. It is the cost. What are you guys paying for straw? Is it a problem out of the UK? I know in Ireland as well, they've got a bit of an issue with it. But this stuff seems to be working quite well. Like I said, £20 a tonne, you can't really beat it. Cheaper than the £3.50 a bag we're using for the cow bedding, and a lot cheaper than the straw we're buying in. We might even end up using this every year, so the straw being a high price might be a blessing in disguise, because I was looking into getting this because it's been quite good. The cows, like I say, cows are clean, they're dry. There's no real issues with it. Scrap that. There's one big issue, is the dust. You would have seen that when we tipped it with the Manitou, the dust that came up, normally we like to wear a mask before when we're using it, but I've forgotten it, so I thought of doing it quickly. But it is very dusty stuff. That is the only issue as well with it. But other than that, I quite like using the sawdust instead of the straw. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have a calf trying to eat the end of my GoPro calf heifer. So guys, these must enjoy it. They're happy, they're bouncing about. This is what we like to see. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. See you Tuesday.